Now, before we get into the meat and potatoes, one, if you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, this ain't it. The door is that way. Or should I say the X on the screen should be like up here? Just click that motherfucker. Alright, you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme? This ain't it, buddy. Number two, this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing my experience, and I'm gonna help you develop a better plan. But again, you know what I'm saying? I can't be held liable if something may go wrong. So let's get into it. So let's assume you got no kids. Your responsibilities aren't that high. You're still living with mom and dad, and you're working a job. This is the best position to be in. All right, let's keep it this way for a little while. I'm gonna teach you how to save 10K in just 1 year. I get it. You might say, oh, 1 year, I need this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? But bro, this is the best and most comfortable way to do so. If you can do it quicker, go ahead. But here it goes. So let's assume you're making around, say, 15 bucks an hour, right? You got Walmart, they pay around 14.50. You're still in a good ball range. If you're making any less than that, Lord have mercy. Anyways, off of 15 bucks an hour after tax, a week you're probably making 510, right? 2 weeks closer to 1,000 and say 20 bucks. And so in a month you are pulling in $2,000. This is the budgeting plan to get you to 10K in 12 months and still be able to live comfortably. Maybe not as comfortable as you've been living, but hear me out. Bow. So put in the calculator, right? 2,040. So to start off, to get to $10,000 in 12 months, all you need to do is save about $830 a month. Technically $833.333, but let's make it simple. All right, you got birthdays, you know, you got Christmas, you might be able to scrap up some change. You will be able to find $3 extra somewhere. Anyways, let's take off 830. Leaves you with 1,210 bucks. Now, if you're like me, when I was still living with mom and dad, I had some bills. I'm not gonna lie. I had a Shopify, I had Hulu, I had Spotify, I had the Fortnite. What is it? Not the Battle Pass. The Crew Pass. Whatever. I had some bills. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Insurance for my car, gas. It totaled to about 620 bucks. So if your bills are any less than 620, bro, you're already gravy. All right. Now you're living with mom and dad, right? You don't want to be a freeloader. You can maybe pick up a bill or two, maybe, if you can. So let's say you pick up, I don't know, the light bill, the internet bill. You know, if you're like me, you on the game all the time, you could do that. So let's say that bill ranges to about 150 to 200 bucks, right? Your light bill should never be any more than that. Even right now in the place that I'm staying at, it's not that high. Y'all just need to turn off some fucking lights. Stop using all that goddamn electricity. Anyways, let's say you contribute 200 bucks a month to whatever cause, whether that be a bill, whether that be to, you know, just your parents. Hey, appreciate you letting me to stay here for a little bit. Here's 200 bucks. You are now left with $390 for the remainder of the month, or should I say for the month in total. So if we divide that by 4 weeks in a month, dude, 900. I wish. 97 bucks, bro. You can't beat that. I'm not gonna lie. If you can't survive off of 97 bucks a week, your ass is tripping. I mean, you come home, you know, mama probably already got food ready for you. You could maybe use that 97, maybe buy you some groceries for the week. Or legit, you can go to McDonald's, get you the $5 combo, right? The McChicken with the nuggets and the fries and a drink. You can get you 3 cookies for like a buck 75. Your total would still be 10 bucks, no more than that. If you go to McDonald's every single day out of the week, that's still 70 bucks. You still have $17 left to do whatever. Go to the movies. Now again, the big part in you saving this amount of money is your spending. There's 2 ways to get rich. Either you make more or you spend less. If you're like me, you combine the best of both worlds. You get a raise, you get a better position at work, you get a better job, and you decrease your spending. That's the way to do it, bro. And this is simply off of 15 bucks an hour. I heard, even though it ain't the average for me, the average American makes about 30 bucks an hour. I'm at least, you know, in the shit. I ain't making 20 bucks an hour yet. I'm close though. I'm almost there. But what I'm trying to drive home to you is, even with your minuscule hourly wage salary, you still can save money, and your money can still go a long way, because that's just the first part. The first part is saving your 10K. The most important part is, where are you storing that 10K? Please don't be like me. All right, I get it. I was young. When I was saving up my money, I would legit take it out of my paycheck, because we still got paychecks, you know. I'd get in cash, and I would put the money in my pants pocket in my closet. You know, every now and then I would like to grab it out, count my money, and it brought me a level of, I don't know, comfort. It felt nice seeing all them blues in my closet, being able to pull it out and count it at any given moment of the day, of the week. But it wasn't wise. The best place to put your, again, this ain't financial advice, but the best place to put your cash, bro, is in a high yields savings account. It's the best of both worlds. If you keep your money in a brick and mortar, Bank of America, Chase savings account, any type of regular savings account, you are earning like maybe a penny in a month. No bullshit, like legit a penny. Now, if you were to put that same amount of money, however you got, in a high yield savings account, bro, you could be making a whole lot more. Let me show you who I bank with. And it's kind of hard to type with one hand. What is 3.9% of, let's start with 10,000 because that's the magic number, ain't it? 390, right? Calculator. 390 divided by 12. That is 32 bucks a month. Lock in with me, bro. That is 32 bucks a month simply for having your money in that account for free. You ain't got to do nothing but put your money in the account. Once it hits 10K, you will be making 32 bucks a month guaranteed. Now, I will say the APYs could fluctuate, but typically they don't drop that low. Once I locked in with Marcus Goldman Sachs back in 22, 21, I don't know, they were giving up a 4.25% APY. Not gonna lie, that shit was good, but it adjusts with the market, it adjusts with inflation and all that. So you're still gonna be getting a bigger bang for your buck than just having your money in the couch, like legit in the couch. You know, some of y'all motherfuckers be cutting open the couch, putting your money, I don't know why, in your closet, in a regular savings account, bro. This is the way to go. Now, if you want to push the envelope, right, enter to the realm of more risque, you got stock, you can open up a brokerage account with Vanguard, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, Robinhood, and invest in stocks, invest in ETFs, invest in VOO, VTI, S&P 500s, which are basically the top 500 companies in the states. And even if one company isn't in the top 500 anymore, they just swap it out with the next best thing. So you're still going to be investing your money in a good stock, and you can be looking at anywhere from 7 to 10% APY. Now, there's a lot more risk with putting your money in the stock. So as I said, 830 bucks a month straight into a high yield savings account. It doesn't need to be Marcus Goldman Sachs. There's other high yield savings account out there. I know there's SoFi. There's a whole bunch of other platforms that you can use to put your money there and have it grow. But that is the start. Once you save your first 10K and you get that, you know, 32, 35 bucks coming in a month, use that money wisely. Continue to save. Continue to try and increase your income, because again, you can only save as much as you make. You know what I'm saying? And you're only getting older. You ain't getting younger. One day you gonna need to move out, bro. Who knows? For some of y'all fast youngins, y'all might have a kid on the way. You know, that's a mouth to feed. So again, this is groundwork. 830 bucks a month into a high yield savings account, and you will get to 10K, maybe even under 12 months. But that's the plan, bro. So if you enjoyed this video, you enjoyed my little take, I can't call it financial advice because I am unlicensed, but I've done this time and time again. I've saved up 10K twice before in my life, and I'm on my way to doing it the third time. But this time, bro, I'm blowing past it. I'm not gonna lie. The first time I did it, it was this way, spending less than I was making and saving as much as I could over a period of time. I hit it. I blasted it though. Bought a new TV, bought clothes, bought video games. It was terrible. Second time I saved up, I quit my job, was unemployed for 6 months. Again, I saved up 10K, so I was able to do that, but I ran my money into the ground. And now we're doing it again for the third time, but third time's a charm, right? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to come back. We upload weekly. So until next time, y'all take it easy. Y'all stay safe. Be wise with your money, man. Again, there's only 2 ways in this world to get rich. Either you make more or you spend less, or do both. But y'all take it easy, man. See y'all later.